Welcome to another edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show presented by Florida's Space Coast. Remember, you can head to visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. Welcome to this GSC Digital Network Update Show. I'm Jim Cavall, and we are in the heat of things when it comes to the NCAA Division II football playoffs. As the Gulf South Conference once again has teams vying for a national championship. Postseason upsets continued to shape the NCAA Division II football playoffs, resulting in a guaranteed semifinal spot for the GSC. Peach State members, number 5 seed Valdosta State and number 6 seed West Georgia, each recorded back-to-back road upsets in the South Regional 2 field last Saturday, setting up an all-GSC, all-Georgia battle for a spot in the 2014 NCAA semifinals. This Saturday's rematch marks the 9th time since the start of regionalization in 1990. GSC rivals face off in the regional title game and also guarantees a conference member in the Final Four for the 11th time in the last 13 years. The GSC will also put forth a semifinalist for the 17th time in 24 seasons. VSU extended its winning streak to 8 while handing number 1 seed Lenoir-Rhyne its first loss of 2014, 23-21. The Blazers were outgained offensively 480 to 259, but the defense forced a season-high tying 5 turnovers, which the offense turned into 13 of their 23 points. Valdosta State entered the final 15 minutes trailing by 1, only to notch 10 unanswered points and holding off a late rally by the Bears in the final 2 minutes. VSU moved on to its 8th regional title game dating back to 1994. UWG continued its record-tying campaign by posting its second win of the year over number 2 seed Delta State, 37-27. West Georgia completed the season sweep of Delta State after celebrating at home earlier this year, 24-16. UWG plays its first ever regional title game since joining D2 in 1983. Valdosta State and West Georgia lock horns in Valdosta, Georgia for the second time this season after VSU shocked the Wolves on October 11th, 40-6. Kickoff is set for noon Eastern. Saturday's winner advances to the NCAA Division II semifinals and faces the winner of Super Regional 4 title game matchup between Colorado State Pueblo and Ohio Dominican. Location of the semifinal clash will be determined after Saturday's action. You can catch the live status of the Gulf South Conference in the NCAA Division II playoffs on Saturday at gscsports.org. And of course, we'll recap with highlights next week as we set the stage for the D2 National Championship with the semifinals happening the following Saturday. GSC and NCAA Division II playoffs have seen now a total of 20 different football playing schools belonging to the GSC at some point since 1973, and 12 have earned at least one playoff bid. GSC has compiled 106 wins during that span, along with a .631 winning percentage with a 106-62 record. In fact, of the last 26 national champs, 11, count them, 11 have come from the GSC, 7 from the former North Central Conference, 5 from the Mid-America Intercollegiate Athletic Association, and 3 from the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. The GSC holds the playoff record for different schools to win the championship game with 6, championship game appearances with 17, and different schools to appear in the championship game with 6. Mississippi College's 1989 national championship was vacated for NCAA infractions. Can the GSC do it again? Follow the action here at gscsports.org throughout the next few weeks. We'll be back with another edition recapping the GSC foes, West Georgia and Valdosta State, in the quarterfinals this weekend on next week's edition of GSC Digital Network's Update Show. For everybody at the Gulf South Conference, I'm Jim Cavall, and thanks for tuning in. A reminder that this week's edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show is provided by Florida's Space Coast. You can find them on the web at visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. We'd like to thank our friends at Florida's Space Coast for presenting each week's update on the GSC Digital Network. And until next time, I'm Jim Cavall, and this has been your GSC Digital Network Update.